It's that time again. Time for a brand new What's Up. Today, things are hot and what's hot from an update on the fraternity hazing, Khloe Kardashian taking her mom to court over favoritism. Then, Caroline is challenging the other co-host to a painting challenge, and photographer Carla Stepp is here. All that and much more coming up on What's Up. And welcome, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of What's Up. I'm kind of distracted. See, I can't even talk. Caroline, babe, do you not own a mirror?
Excuse me? Are you insulting me?
I mean, I love you with all my heart, but...
First of all, I'm not your babe. Second of all, no, I look like this. I'm sorry, everyone, on the show today. I'm not in full makeup or anything. I don't have, like, my hair's in a ponytail and it looks kind of skinny. I apologize. I do. It's not because I'm homeless. It's not. I know I'm on television right now. It's because I'm in Oedipus the King, which is, it actually airs tonight, Tuesday night. It airs Tuesday night through Sunday. We run the show, and I'm in the Greek chorus, and we've got full body paint on, and I'm not allowed to wear makeup because if the paint that I put over me interferes with my makeup that I already wear. It eats away at it, so I can't do that. There's paint in my hair, so I apologize to everyone for the way I look. Just throwing it out there at the beginning of the show so that no one thinks that I'm a heinous skank or anything like that. Gotta get that out of there.
All right,
we might still think that,
yeah,
but it's not because you're appearance.
I mean, think whatever you
You're awful. Okay, well, we were kind of going in a serious direction now. Last week we talked about the fraternity hazing death. Well, now the victim's family has announced that they do plan to sue.
I would too.
I mean, I totally agree with them. Their lawyer, Douglas Fireberg, has represented families all over the country in cases of student death and injury, and he says, quote, "There will be civil litigation. Those responsible for his death, and there are a number of them as we understand it, will be held accountable to the full extent of the law."
Good.
So, he didn't discuss possible targets of a suit until the police investigation is complete, but said universities, national fraternities, and local chapters have been named in other cases that he's represented. So, I mean, good for the family.
Yeah, I would do it too. I mean, it's just uncalled for, really.
Yeah,
they're bringing such a bad name to a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, fraternities do more than just haze. I mean, they do a lot of community service. They help whatever organization they're responsible for. And just stuff like this is the only thing that ever gets broadcasted or told about. And it just brings such a negative image to a good thing.
So recap for me, for those who missed the last show, recap for me what happened exactly, what caused his death.
Michael Deng, he was 19 at the time. He was, I guess, rushing to be in the Pi Delta Psi, I guess that's how you say it, chapter of Burke College in New York, I think it is. And their challenge is called the Gauntlet, and they had to wear backpacks filled with sand, 20 pounds of sand, and get from one point to the other without being tackled by other fraternity brothers. And he was, and suffered a head injury. They took him into the house, Googled his symptoms, finally decided to take him to the hospital, where he later died. So,
That's crazy.
I mean, the National Organization for the Fraternity said that the gathering was unsanctioned and in violation of its policies, and the Burke chapter has been shut down. But is that enough, do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think if you're doing something that's so dangerous it can cause, and I know it was a freak accident, I know they didn't intentionally mean to kill him, but if you're doing something so dangerous that it could potentially cause anyone harm, then no, you should be punished for it. That's ridiculous. That's another human being.
The idea is dumb enough that they should have known something that's not good was going to come out of it, no matter what. And I don't think that's enough. I mean, they deserve a lot more than what they may
had
end
to
up
know that, even though they didn't know they were going to kill him, they had to know it had to hurt them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, they were potentially trying to hurt these people, so, I mean,
I just don't
went a little
understand
too far.
how that's a good, like, ritual. Like, it's like, oh man, we all went through this awful thing, so we're connected. Like, you can do other things that you know, constitute bonding and
stay up all
fellowship.
night. Binge watch a TV show.
Yeah,
There's lots of things you can do to connect.
There's all kinds of stuff you can do that's safe, and it's not ridiculous.
And like Shelby said, all it does is give the fraternities and sororities a bad name, and it leads people away from that. When it, you know, otherwise it is a good thing. You know, they are a good thing. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of not so good things, Shelby, you had an ordeal to deal with this weekend real quick.
Well, this isn't as bad as the
No, it's not.
fraternity
It's kind of a
hazing,
change to...
But my dog Lucy, who is my pride and joy, I accidentally left Skittles on the coffee table, and I went to Lakiji, and she ate the Skittles and got sick.
Oh.
Well, she's so small. Like, if a bigger dog would have done it, like, there would have had a tummy ache, but that would have been all. She puked. This is disgusting, but she, like, puked 5 times. I had to give her Pepto-Bismol.
Was it rainbow?
It wasn't rainbow. I'm not going to describe it, but it wasn't rainbow. It was really sad, though, because she, like, came up and was going to nuzzle me because she felt bad and then puked on me.
You're probably feeling guilty.
So I was like, okay.
No, listen to this. I can one up you. One time when I was little and I went trick-or-treating and you had those little pumpkins, you know?
Yeah.
My dog, I had a little melted Snickers bar in the bottom of my pumpkin and I didn't know, and we all left. And my dog stuck his head in the pumpkin to get to the Snickers bar, and then he got his head stuck in it. And we came home and he was ramming his head against the wall.
He was probably really scared.
It was so sad, and he was ramming his head all around and trying to get off the
Did he learn his lesson? I'm hoping Lucy learned her lesson and won't do it
Kitty
anymore.
never does anything like that. Kitty's a perfect angel.
It's a cat.
Yeah.
I love my
Don't
kitty.
do anything.
But,
dogs have a personality.
well, so does
unlike
Kitty. Follow her
cats.
on Twitter and you would see. So you know what? We got to go. We'll be right back with even more What's Hot right here on What's Up.
Are you tired? Do you feel like a zombie for most of the day? Well, why do you think that is? Let's rewind, shall we? Oh, I see. Up late studying again, huh? Well, how can we fix this?
Addison, why are you dressed up like that?
Because you're in a dream, John.
How can you prove that?
Your body's still there.
What?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Java City.
And welcome back to What's Up. Just days after Michael Dunn was found not guilty of first-degree murder in the shooting death of an unarmed teenager, a bipartisan group of Florida lawmakers has passed a bill out of committee that would expand the state's controversial Stand Your Ground law. Now, this is because of, if you're unaware of the Stand Your Ground law, it's you have the right to carry a concealed weapon, basically, and if you feel threatened, you have the right to protect yourself, which I guess that's what the Second Amendment's for.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was charged with murdering 17-year-old Jordan Davis outside a convenience store last year. He said he feared for his life after he asked Davis and 3 other teenagers to turn down the music in their car. He claimed he saw a shotgun in their car and then fired 10 shots, 3 of which hit and killed Davis. No gun was found in the car. But he got off because he was standing his ground.
I don't understand why you can feel threatened when someone is just playing music. I know sometimes it's a little awkward. You're like, oh, their music's really loud. But I've never felt threatened.
Well, it's definitely a question of race, I think. Look at the races of these people. Look at the races in the Trayvon Martin case, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what caused it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it definitely needs to be taken into consideration.
Yeah, I think that the racial profiling in Michael Dunn and on George Zimmerman, I think that played a part in what they did.
Yeah. Well, listen, you know, George Zimmerman now, he's a huge celebrity. So why shouldn't everyone want to copy what he did if they're going to be all famous?
I
and
don't
get
think
their
that
own
that's
TV
going
show? No, I'm saying.
happen. I totally
maybe you
disagree
wouldn't
with
do
that.
it. Maybe you wouldn't do it, but I'm saying George Zimmerman's a huge celebrity right now. He's like making
he's one, but
he's like
one of
getting
the
his own
most
TV
hated
show.
people in America, along with Casey Anthony.
So
that's
are
not
the,
a celebrity
so are the
person that I want to
Kardashians,
be.
but it's just.
Well, they're not out killing people. They're killing my brain cells, but that's a different point.
I was in Florida whenever this happened, and after the case, he was in the news probably every day.
Yeah.
The case was
every
aired
time
on
I went into the break room, his face was on there, his stories were on there, and it was just like, oh, he got pulled over. And it made news. I was like, okay, I got pulled over. I'm not on the news. Like, I'm glad I wasn't. I know, but why does that make him famous?
I
Why is it?
can understand if he was feeling threatened, but there was no gun found in the car.
Right.
And he fired
And
10
it's-
shots, and
Yeah,
they were
10,
playing
that's what gets
music
me.
loudly. I just
Maybe it was
don't
Kanye.
understand that.
Yeah, I would probably.
Maybe,
That's
maybe
on
he
it,
just
Kanye.
felt
It's
comfortable
Kanye.
because
I mean,
it's
I've
Kanye.
that's feeling it.
Have
But
y'all seen? Oh no, go ahead.
I'm just was going to say here on our card it says that he's being retried for murder.
Retried. Maybe he couldn't get a fair trial or something.
I don't know,
because
but
of all
I
the
thought
press.
what was
I mean,
the whole
I thought
double
he
jeopardy
was
thing, isn't
found
that?
not guilty.
Yeah. So
Oh,
why
I
are they?
don't know. Well, you can appeal and have you can have him being
So
trial.
does he want to be found guilty?
It just
That
doesn't make
just
sense
is weird
to
to
me
me.
why he's being retried for that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I think he's a piece of garbage, but I still think
We'll have to
I believe in
look
her.
into it. Have you watched
amendment.
South Park? Have you seen the South Park episode that talks about Stand Your Ground law?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Cartman. You guys know Cartman. There's this African American student that goes to school with him, and Cartman draws a circle around him in the dirt, and he's like, "Man, come shake my hand." And then the guy's like, "I don't want to shake your hand." He's like, "No, just come shake my hand, just do it, man." And he's like, "Okay." So the poor kid comes up and crosses into the circle to shake his hand, and he pulls out a gun and shoots him.
God.
And he's like, "Oh no, stand your ground, now, man. Do it, stand your ground."
Exactly. That's what's
the
like,
whole
oh,
thing
you're
is
in my
a play.
personal space.
Exactly.
Bam, bam.
So
Yeah.
what constitutes a threat? Like it's a humorous way of looking at a
Yeah.
really.
I'm with Austin too. Even if he was threatened and needed to shoot a gun 10 times.
10 times.
not
10 times.
And nothing was
What?
found in the car. I don't know. It just seems. I mean, we weren't there. We don't know, but it just seems fishy, and it looks bad on him.
It's something definitely we're gonna follow. I love the headline on this one. Khloe Kardashian
Oh, here we go.
has
There it
taken
goes.
Mother
Doing it
Chris to court. Granted,
It's probably court with a K.
I mean,
Court with a K.
granted, it was on Chelsea Lately, in which the whole situation was. It says here's the quote that Chelsea Lately said. It says here, Khloe, that you feel that your mother Chris, spelled with a K, which my
court
favorite
with
part,
a K, yeah.
favors the other two sisters more than she favors you. Khloe then says, I'm still third place. I'm not trying to get number one. I get it with Kim. No one can come between her golden goose. But second, Kourtney's like watching paint dry. I don't really get what I have to do to win a little attention here or there.
Well, I'm just saying, like I said the last
Why is this
episode
news?
when we talked about
Bruce.
getting his little plastic surgery or whatever, I do like to watch the Kardashians. It's my guilty pleasure. And I do see favoritism, but it's just because
If it wasn't
Chris,
for Kim, they wouldn't be
Chris
famous.
is like Kim's manager, and Kim really is famous. Like I don't know how, but she models, she dates Kanye, whatever. And then Khloe and Kourtney are like best friends, so I don't really get why she said it's like watching paint dry, because they team up.
Well,
against
here's my
them.
question. Do you think that your parents, we're all siblings, we all have younger siblings, do you see our parents play favoritism?
I just think that's the argument that we use. Like, if my mom's doing
I see
something
it
with my
happen.
sister, I'm like, oh my God, you favor her more.
It's Holly and me.
It is not.
makes sense.
It is not.
makes sense.
It is the argument, though. Whenever
do.
you want something,
Yeah,
you
when
pull
you
that
want,
card.
when you want something,
But
you're
Holly,
going to
my
say
sister
that,
and I,
but
we're
it's
6.5
not true.
years apart, so I think, and she's the only girl on my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
So I was like, by the
It's
way,
different.
before we go, I have to say happy birthday, Holly. She turned 12 this past weekend.
Yeah, happy
So,
birthday.
and then we also traveled to Cincinnati this weekend to celebrate my great grandmother's 98th birthday.
Wow.
So happy
Yes.
birthday!
That's awesome.
Happy
It was
birthday.
Happy
Birthdays
birthday.
lots of
all
fun.
around.
I asked her, I said, great grandma, how do you stay, like, what's your secret to being, she's sharp as a tack. And she says, I have a glass of chocolate milk with a little bit of vodka in it before I go to
Yes.
bed. So there you go, kids. That's your lesson for the day.
Grandma.
We will be right back with something Caroline, I'm scared what you got us doing. So stay tuned.
All right, welcome back to What's Up. I'm one of your co-hosts, Caroline Clay, and you all know that I do work here for What's Up, but I also have another job. I am a scenic painter, and basically what that entitles is I work here at Morehead State University in the theater department downstairs in Breckenridge Hall, and I basically paint the sets, the props, even the costumes sometimes for the sets if need be. So it's a really demanding job because you have to wear, I mean, y'all can you see what I'm wearing right now? It's jank, right? You can't wear pretty clothes, you can't look pretty, can't do your hair pretty, you know, you have to look very, very jank because you're gonna get paint all over you. I always have it all over me. And basically you talk to your directors, you talk to your scenic designers, things like that, and you figure out what you need to do to get the right message across. So if you're painting a set for Phantom of the Opera, it's going to look vastly different. The colors, you know, blacks and reds and golds and silvers are going to look vastly different from, say, you're painting a set for, you know, Bye Bye Birdie or something crazy like that. So when you're painting scenic painting, everything has to be huge because it has to be seen from stage. You can't have little fine details. Or if you do, they all have to blend together really well because they have to be seen from an audience that could be, you know, 50, 100, even 1,000 feet away sometimes. So if my wonderful co-host can join me, I have a little competition for you.
I'm glad I got the memo to wear Jane.
You gotta be careful.
This
Y'all
is
gotta
Banana
be
Republic.
Listen,
okay?
don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. This is what you do. I have these 3 pieces of paper for you guys, 3 colors, and you can use whatever colors you want. You can trade off, but I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I'm going to sit in that chair, and you're going to paint a portrait of me in true scenic painting style with one of these big brushes. Because remember,
In 30 seconds.
in 30 seconds, and the best you can do in 30 seconds, because there are no little fine details in scenic painting. It's all got to be, it's huge. You'll see how difficult my job is here in a second. So let me take my spot. Let me grab my timer.
This is going to be really
Here we go.
Should we scoot the paint closer?
Yeah, here.
Get the paint where you need to go. I'm going to sit right here. You tell me when you're ready, okay?
All right, we're ready.
And go!
So Caroline, what are some sets that you've worked on with the department?
One of the most awesome ones I've ever worked on is Oedipus right now. And it's crazy because the palace is so Greek and it's old, so you have to really, really make sure that you've got those details in there. Les Liaisons Dangereuses, Dangerous Liaisons, last semester, that was another awesome one. And I've done some other great ones, Godspell, This is Not a Pipe Dream. Y'all need to be careful, it does not come out of your clothes.
Chad started
This Is Not a Pipe Dream, Evil Dead, things like that. Just a lot of really good sets. Y'all have 5 seconds left.
bad. You ain't got no legs.
And stop. Let's see. All right. Let's go. Oh, put your brushes down in the cans.
Okay.
Let's see Austin's first. Hold up to the camera. Yes.
You got a mouth and no eyes.
it. Okay. Next one.
Pretty
I'm so
similar.
happy. My face is so green, you guys. How cool is
You were
that?
sick this day.
Oh yeah,
You were
I'm sick. I'm sick. Okay, perfect. Let's see Chad's.
Okay. Does the I Heart CC?
Yes,
give you any
of
brownie
course
points?
that counts. Chad's the winner because he hearts Caroline Clay. Give me.
Mwah.
I love it. Okay, so you see how difficult my job is now, right?
Yeah.
See how hard it is to do. You got a time limit. You got to work with big colors and big brushes, and you got to work it. So thank you all for participating
thank
in our
you.
little contest.
Stick around. We'll be right back.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna.
Breaking the song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play. I love the campus! And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-diada, 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 boom-diada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity.
I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom-diada, boom-diada.
Boom-diada, boom-diada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-diada, 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 boom-diada.
All right, welcome back to What's Up. Today's guest, Carla, has been doing photography for quite some time, but she captures some of her beautiful images in quite the unusual way, with her phone. And I'm not making this part up. There's even a word for photography done through a phone, fartism. I'm obsessed with it. So here to discuss some of her work and what this whole fartist term means, please welcome Morehead State student, Miss Carla Stepp. Carla, thank you for being here. So what is fartism?
Fart is any form of art or photography edited from your phone.
That is
That
insane.
is such an awkward word anyways to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah,
that
pun
is
intended.
really awesome.
Yeah. So what got you interested into doing photography?
Photography is really the perfect way to express yourself as an artist, and I've done it since I was 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
With your phone or just in general?
I know my mom, she got me a DSLR to start with. So I'm out of a DSLR camera right now, so I've been using my phone until I can get another one.
Has it been like a weird transition going from an actual camera to
Definitely, because you can't change the settings on your phone.
Yeah.
So that's just how you got into it, was because you were out of the DSLR, so that's your last resort. And I mean, we've got some of your images here. This first one, this was done with the DSLR, right?
Right.
The thunderstorm. Explain to me, what kind of situations you have to put yourself in to get that perfect image of that lightning strike?
I actually chased that storm down in Florida. I barely had a driver's license. And I seen a storm coming in, and that is probably the only image that I've ever got perfect on the first time.
That's amazing.
So did you come from Kentucky to Florida just to get it? Or
I was just vacationing and saw the opportunity.
Okay, and then now this Chicago bean picture, completely the sky, the whole black and white thing, I imagine the sky was not completely black like that.
No. What I love about that picture is that Chicago is known for its beautiful and vibrant colors, and I was still able to capture this image in a black and white.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
And then these next couple images are actually from your phone. We've got, I love this one of the snow right in front of the bell tower here on campus with the globe. What inspired you to take that image? Is there anything behind it?
Well, it was the first week of class, and using my phone is a last resort, but I have got some amazing pictures, and that is just a picture of something that I see in my everyday life, and it would be interesting to look back on that picture in 20 years.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Maybe if my kids were to come to MSU, I could show that picture.
Yeah, and then this dog picture, whose dog is that?
That's my husky.
Yeah. I love it.
First of all, how did you get him on Lakiji?
Yeah, that's the thing about this picture. She weighs 50 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So, and she's very high energy, so it was a lot of work to get her up on the rock.
Yeah.
Okay. You have an Instagram account, correct?
Right.
What is it?
It's KStep0009.
Okay, well, we want to thank Carla for stopping by. You can actually see more of her work tomorrow on Art This starting at 5:30 right here on MSU TV, Channel 85. Carla, thank you so much for stopping by. When we come back, the four of us are playing a little game together, so stay tuned.
Connecting you with employers and graduate program. Get info to launch your career now. Turning you into a professional. Focus on professional development. Start your job or internship now. Let Career Services help you separate yourself from the crowd. Develop into an expert candidate. Career Services is here to help. Build a network. Hands-on workshop. Career Services, turning you into a professional.
And we're back. So maybe last week you might or might not have seen me totally get defeated on Think Fast with Keely Murphy. You can catch it. It airs throughout the day here on MSU TV. So just stick around and you'll probably see it.
Can't think fast.
I was totally dominating at that game until the last round. So you know what? I need to redeem myself. And so I thought,
Which is not going to happen.
Hey now, so Caroline and I versus these two in our favorite game. It's Ellen's Heads Up.
Yay!
So all right, we're gonna go. We are Team Legend, and wait for it, they are Team
Dairy.
Legendary. Right there.
Stop! Stop!
So,
Neil
okay.
Patrick Harris would be totally happy
He's
about that.
Freaking out right now.
He's my love.
All right, our category is superstars.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm nervous for this.
All right, are we being timed?
We got 60 seconds.
All right.
Okay.
2, 1. Pass. The evil queen in the movie with Snow White. It was Kristen
Chenoweth?
Blonde. She's on the Dior commercial.
Charlize Theron?
Yes. She's on SNL. She's
Amy
kind of
Poehler.
dark skin.
Maya Rudolph.
Yes. He was also in the Snow White movie. Really hot. Plays Thor.
I don't know. Liam.
No, his brother.
Hemsworth.
His brothers.
I don't know. Pass.
Okay, pass. She was Mimi in Rent the movie.
I don't know.
Gosh, you don't know. Even Stevens.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yes. She's in the Muppets movie, and she's got red hair, and she's.
I don't know.
You don't know anybody. Does a lot of charity work.
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes.
A bee.
A bee sting. I don't know.
Yeah, Sting. Okay, that counted. Sting counted.
First of all, Amanda Bynes for charity work.
Hey now.
Does charity work. You need to.
Her own kind of charity work, I guess.
You didn't know your celebrities, Chad. I'm surprised.
I don't know them either.
We got 3.
So this must
So here,
be
how about
a
we give you branded?
What is that?
I don't know. You have to guess brands.
Okay, passes up.
Yeah, passes up.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Polo, nice shirt.
Ralph Lauren?
Yes.
What?
The little play toys, swims in the ocean.
Sharks?
No, play toy. They make all kinds of little plastic toys. Next.
What is this?
I don't know.
Not you put it in the big trucks. You put it in big trucks.
Ford?
Not gas.
Diesel.
Yes.
How's that a brand?
It's a really nice car. Very
Shelby
nice
Cobra.
car. No,
Mustang.
think of a nice car. It's the next
Corvette.
One more. Keep
Mercedes.
Going. Okay, next. Pass it.
Oh, did we not get it?
No, we didn't get that one. Okay. Beer. It's a brand of beer.
Miller Lite.
Keep going.
Bud Light.
Keep
Bud.
going.
I don't know beer. I don't know.
Keep going. Keep going.
I got a time.
Shoot a ball out of it.
Basketball?
What is it? No,
Nerf.
No, big thing.
Gun. I don't
Light
know.
it on fire. Boom.
Oh, cannonball. Cannon.
Yes.
Did we tie?
Did we kill
We
it?
tied.
I don't think we. Hang on.
We tied.
You are kidding me. Surely not.
I can't.
I tried.
You got 2. Are you kidding me?
What?
You got 2. We win.
No. Well, we got cannon.
No.
They didn't take it. You were out of time.
You got Sting the last time.
It did not.
You counted Sting. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You were such a sore
You know
loser.
what?
He's such a
Boo.
sore
They're just
loser.
jealous because we
Haters.
won. They're
Haters are my motivators.
because we won. Haters are my motivators. Oh, yeah.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
Hello, 006 here. Today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite gadgets, the Eagle Bug.
Beaker Bucks are a cool gadget to use on campus, anywhere from vending machines to the bookstore. They are even accepted at restaurants around Moorhead.
Beaker Bucks are way safer than cash and have gotten me out of many sticky situations. Until next time.
Well,
Just saying bye. I'm waving bye.
okay. Well, it is time for us to leave you all. As you can tell, we're done. We're done with today. We want to thank you all for watching. Go see Oedipus. Plug it. Go ahead. Plug.
It's the bomb. Come see Oedipus in the Luso-Cottle Little Theater in Breckenridge Hall. Tickets are free for MSU students, and then for non-students, they're only $5. So come see Oedipus Tuesday through Saturday at 7:30 p.m. and then Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Exactly. And make sure you watch us next Tuesday at 5 right here on MSU TV Channel 85. Follow our Twitter. Follow us. All of our information's at whatsup_MSU and on MSUTV.net. And there's all kinds of fun to be had there. We'll see you guys next time. But until then, always stop to listen to What's Up. Bye, guys.
Woo! What's up?